Welcome to GNN, the Gingerbread News Network. This is today's Hot Take News with your host, MC Gingerbread. Stay tuned for a new episode of What Can My Ferret Eat Today?
Hello, Internet, and welcome to Hot Take News, the show with hot topics and even hotter takes. Alright, so first off, we're going to start off with something light. I'm going to do this thing called Quickfire Reviews, where I review something in under 45 seconds. So without further ado, let's start it off with Outriders. So Outriders, that game came out with a flying flop as it fell straight on its face because it is an online-only game, but their servers can't handle how many people are trying to play it, so it constantly disconnects you. Crossplay is completely removed, so you can't even play with your friends if they have another console or something like that. It's literally not available right now because it just doesn't work. But the amount of game time that I got, it was decent-ish. The gameplay is fun. The story is ridiculously stupid, and the dialogue is so cringy. It seems like one of the Sonic writers wrote it, but either way, it's still like an okay game for Game Pass. If I spent $60 on this game, I'd be fucking pissed. So I would not recommend buying it right now if I were you. And scene. Hell yeah, right on the dot. Since that went so well, why not let's do another review real quick. Quickfire review number 2 with Godzilla vs. Kong. So Godzilla vs. Kong starts off with a meh. It's okay. The whole point of the movie was to watch Kong and Godzilla fight, but their fight only lasted maybe 5-10 minutes at the most. The rest of it was just this ridiculously convoluted story that was so stupid and didn't make any sense and just ridiculously predictable. And I feel bad for Millie Bobby Brown because her character in that movie was barely used, and also she was apparently a ninja because she could sneak through an entire building of heavily armed guards and nobody noticed them at all. It was insane. They're in a secure facility and they're just sneaking through. What? And then they got taken to the boss. It was just so stupid. And the guy did a whole speech and everything and stopped. And that is my review on both Outriders and Kong vs. Godzilla. Yeah. All right, since this is Hot Take News, we might as well talk about some news while we're here, right? All right, anyway, let's get into it. So, Mario is apparently getting his own animated movie, which sounds cool. They've shown pictures, they haven't shown trailers or anybody that's going to be voice casted for the roles, but we know that it's going to be made, which makes me nervous, because I don't know about you, but the last Mario movie was kind of bad. So, it looks cool, but I can't really trust Hollywood with how god-awful that first one was. Still, many years ago, but... Goomba! Jesus Christ. Also, the Space Jam trailer just recently came out, and that movie looks okay, I guess. Honestly, I feel like that movie is going to be doomed to fail from the start because, it's Michael Jordan, and Michael Jordan is, the best. He's the greatest of all time for a very good reason, and LeBron has some really big shoes to fill, literally and figuratively. And this joke doesn't make actually sense because Michael Jordan is size 13, whereas LeBron is size 15, but shut up, it's my show. So yeah. All right, and at the end, I want to do my final segment of this short little news show called Goddammit Florida, where I talk about some crazy stories that have been happening specifically in Florida because Florida is the laughingstock of the country. If you are living in Florida, or if you just know some really funny stories that are from Florida man or Florida women, we don't discriminate here, please, please, please send me the story because I want to know. Maybe I'll message it or put it in my next show. Let me know your Florida stories because I want to hear them. So right now we're going to talk about Matt Gaetz and the crazy story that's going on around him. I know it's a political story, but I don't care about left or right. This is still a ridiculous story. He is currently under investigation for soliciting a 17-year-old for sex, which is just crazy. This story involves soliciting a 17-year-old for sex, prostitutes, a porn star, an extortion charge from the FBI, his dad wearing a wire, a missing FBI agent that got lost in Iran 4 years ago, and the Dilbert cartoon writer? What the fuck is this story? If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go read about it, but it's just continually going as it is right now, just recently. His former friend, Matt Gaetz' former friend, is apparently supposed to be testifying against him, so it's crazy. You gotta go read it. Either way, if you're left or right, doesn't matter. you can't admit that this story is not the most Floridian thing that you can think of. It's just, there's no other state that would have this problem. Anyway, that's my short little news show. Hope you guys liked it. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. And now here's your moment of cat zen.